How emotional did you get once the final realization hit you that, all right, I can't do this anymore?
I think for me, I kind of been living this for a while. Starting in January last year, I knew something was not quite right, and find a way to play through that season. But kind of midsummer here, when we hoped that it was going to get a little bit better, and it kind of wasn't. So obviously, I went to see Dr. Kamisa here last week, and got the final result, and nothing really have changed. So that's kind of when it kicked in.
What's that moment like for you?
Obviously, it is emotional. It's been I don't know 15 years here, and even though I knew that I was on my last couple of years, but I wish that I could play a little bit longer.
When you have that conversation with your wife, is she delighted because she's not seeing you go through everything you've gone through? What's it like in the house?
Well, yeah, I think it's also mixed emotions. I think Detroit and Red Wings has been such a big part of her life for the last 15 years for me, 11 for her. So we've been spending basically our grown-up life over here. We have an American son, and so it is mixed. But she's seen me too, going through what I've gone through. So I think she's happy to that I don't have to do that. But in the same way, I think also she knows that I want to play, and so she probably want me to play too.
Henrik, what are you proudest of when you look back on your career?
That's I'm not sure, but I think that I didn't see myself last this long probably. When I got drafted back in I don't know '99 as a seventh round pick, and been through that, all the good things and some low things during my career, but being in one organization for the whole time, being named the captain for this organization, I think that's obviously something special, and so there's a lot of things. I think also you probably will kick in a little bit soon, like or later. When you look back to it, I think now it's just I don't know. It's kind of surreal, standing here and talking about them done playing, but. But I've obviously been through a lot. Played with some great teammates. Had some great teams throughout the years, and in 08, winning the cup probably is the highlight. But also I thought we had some great teams around that too. And in 09, I thought we were close that year too. So. But I would say all the guys that I probably played with throughout the years, that's you made some special bonds with a lot of players.
And towards the end of the season last year, the last few games of the season, were you did you kind of think that maybe those were going to be your last games, and were you kind of savoring the last moments at all?
A little bit. I thought the last game, it was a pretty good chance that I would be the last one. So I think the people close to me knew that.
What did chances are
Turning for the worse, like around mid-season or something?
Yeah, I think in January, that's probably when I stopped practicing. That's when it kind of went south, and but nothing really new though. It was kind of the same thing that's been going on, but it's just got worse.
What did you have to talk to any of your teammates about this?
Yeah, I that had kind of been the tough part too for everyone. Most of the guys probably saw this coming, but obviously now when it's official, I'm glad I'm up here, spend some time with them.
What's next for you? What are you going to do with all this time?
I don't know.
Always going to be.
Yeah, he'll be happy. But I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Probably gonna sit down with Kenny and Blash and see what's next.
Do you plan on staying in the U.S. or moving back to Sweden, or?
No, we're staying here. We're staying here. We started school here last week, so we're gonna stick around.
You think you want to stay in hockey in some form, some way? Maybe?
It's too early to say here. Yeah, you know what? Right now, I'm still, I still feel like I'm playing, so it's hard to see what's the next step is.
Henrik, did you talk to, I don't know, guys like Steve or guys who, had significant injuries and weighing quality of life long term versus wanting to play? Did you reach out to anybody who's been through a similar thing? Or?
Well, when you talk to retired guys, there are not a lot of guys that walk away, themselves, except Nick. So most of the guys, have injuries, and that's kind of what's the reason why they have to stop playing. So you talk about that, but I think also I know too. I got to know my body pretty well the last couple of years, and I know when it's bad, and I don't have that many more solutions to do with my back. So it's time.
Henrik, as difficult as it may be, are you at peace with this decision, of sense of relief, or are you just greatly disappointed?
Both, I'm happy with what I've accomplished. It's but in the same way, I would love to play, playoff hockey at LCA. I would, get that chance. We have a really interesting group of guys here. Young guys, and that we saw the last few years been taking steps, and it would be fun to be with them a little bit longer. But now I'm just going to watch and support them.
Did 1,000 points factor into your decision? Getting to 1,000?
960 or what it is. I'm pretty pleased with that too.
Your absence obviously is going to leave a leadership void on the team. Who do you see kind of stepping in, some of the guys that can help fill that?
I think that the leadership group we have is strong. The assistant captains, we have some younger guys that's been here for a while, and I think it's always been that here. One player has to see on the jersey, but we have a lot of leaders. So I'm not sure really what's going to happen this year, but we have guys that can take over.
Which teammate took it the hardest? Cornwall? I mean, you two, or?
I don't know. You probably have to ask them, but I think Croner's been the one that's been closest to me. So he I don't think he is that surprised that this happened.
What are you going to miss the most about playing for this organization?
I just playing in front of the fans. I think we have the greatest fans in the league. Everywhere we go, we have that they're supporting us, even in the rougher times. But so that's probably it. Just preparing for games and being playing hockey, and then you're just gonna miss the guys. Miss that life that I basically been doing for the last 20 years.
The last season, the last couple of years, I mean, were there any games at all that you weren't feeling pain? I mean, how many nights did you come close to saying I can't go tonight? I mean, just too much pain and whatnot.
There was a few close calls, I think. In mornings, we probably thought I wasn't going to play, but found a way to get out there, and but all the way up till January, I felt pretty good. It's basically what I've been dealing with the last 2-3 years. So it's nothing really more than that. But it was after that when I couldn't really practice either. That's you can't just play games.
Ken said it's degenerative. Is your back going to get worse regardless of you not playing, or are you fairly confident your quality of life is? I mean, are you able to pick up your son? Are you able to
Yeah.
you
know what? Like that's
need a fairly
obviously. If I keep doing the right things, hopefully I will feel pretty good. It is me playing. I think that's the. When you have nerves involved, that's kind of shutting down some of your muscles, and that kind of gets iffy sometimes when you're on ice. But walking around, normal life, I'm pretty decent.
I'm here to tell you, as you get older, you won't keep doing the right thing. I'm here to testify to that.
Well, you have good people around you that fix you up. I think that's, and also it becomes your normal. And you learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about your body, and you know what to do to get a little bit better, and find a way to get out there.
Kenny said that you haven't spoken to the entire team yet. Have you thought about what you're going to say?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain what I'm going to say, but I'll keep that to them.